We'd like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity podcast for the Top Gun Sales Boot Camp, and we're moving into week 4. And so it's January 5th. We were talking about, so Luke and Kenny, how much do you guys need to do a day in sales to hit your WOW sales goal?
It's $7,000 a day.
Man, is that impressive? How much? So we need to be at how much right now?
34, 35.
Nice. 35,000. Nora and Becky, are you both impressed with Kenny's prowess of the knowledge? Really, girls?
Yeah.
Right? Holy cow, he's on it. That boy is on it. Like, he is really on it. Do you both know that?
You mean
Yeah.
that he's on it, or the
Yeah,
piece
he's
of
on it. Like,
information
he's
we're
got
missing?
his goal. He knows what it is. 7,000. He's got it down. Do you girls know that about your goals?
No.
You know why he does and you don't? It's probably because he pays a lot more attention to me. Girls don't pay attention. They don't think it has value. I don't know. Not sure. Could be a lot of reasons, I suppose. So I don't know how to teach my heart to you all. I don't know how to teach you all to, like Mary, Jesus' mother, she hid things in her heart. And so, like, I don't know how to teach you guys how to care like I care. I don't know how to teach you that. It's like, I don't know how to teach that. So I'm 24 years old. 24, yeah, probably 24, maybe 25. So 24, 25 years old. And my first recruit his name was Mike, and Michael. And I worked with him to try to get him to be successful in sales like crazy. And I don't know, after 6 months, he dropped out. And the president company comes in to my office. I've told you guys this story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why can't you guys internalize it? So, so president company comes in. I say, hey, yeah, Michael, he left. And then tears started flowing down my face. He's like, Mark, dude, this is a part of the job. Like, it's a part of, it's a part of recruiting and developing people. They're not all going to be successful. You got to harden up. You can't let it get to you like this. And I remember thinking at 24 years old, I hope I never lose this. I hope I never, ever lose this. Because this is the magic. This is what makes me, Mark, who he is. The guy freaking cares. He really does. It's like, to me, it's integrity. Like, am I just, yeah, I can fake it with the best of the amiables or expressives or analytics. I can fake it like really, really good. I mean, I know how to do it, but to me, it doesn't have integrity. You don't have integrity. It's false. It's misleading. It's deceiving people. It's seducing people. It's like, so, like, what's week 4? What's the theme for week 4?
Integrity, maybe?
I don't know. Like the 2.5 million that Dreamscape is after, it's not about the 2.5 million. It's not about that at all. It's about, do you care about your goals? I mean, if you care about your goals, you should be able to care about people. People don't care about people. They think they do, but they really don't. They really don't. If you ask me, Mark, do you care about people? I'd say, not like I should. Not like I want to. I hope I grow this year in that. I don't even know what that looks like. Kind of scary to people, probably. So, all right. So it's Monday. It's Monday. And so did you guys have a really productive weekend Did all four of you have a really productive weekend this weekend in reviewing over last week's accomplishment? Are you ahead? Are you behind? Do you have a solid plan for this week? Do you know what you need to do this week? Nora.
Yeah, there's a bunch of books out there we need to follow up on, like a lot of books, like over 100.
Okay.
So we need to
How
have
do
a
I
really
help
strong
you to
follow.
how do I help you to have the steel resolve that I do?
Not sure.
So if you're if you're I mean, like imagine being 24 years old, wife is 3 months pregnant, um, and you have a house, but you can't afford to put drapes on it, curtains on it, so you just put bed sheets on it. You're investing back into your business. I'm spending money into my business, and I'm doing this, and I'm making $1 an hour. And I have 3 job offers. They're really good job offers, company car and benefits and good salary, great, everything's in place. Like, I don't know they call it in sales, they call it, fire in the belly. It's like Ford versus Ferrari. And if Becky hasn't watched it, she needs to watch it with one of you guys. And she needs to do it maybe when there's no kids, no distractions, total focus on that movie. And so, how do I help you guys? Like my daddy said, that, if a man loves what he's doing, he's the luckiest man in the world because he'll never work a day in his life. But there are some, and dang, I don't know if they're lucky or not. There's something they have to do. If they don't go ahead and do it, it's going to drive them clean out of their mind. I'm that guy, and I know one other. Henry Ford. Irritates Miles. Good volume. So I don't know how to get the fire in your bellies. I don't know how to. It's not about the money. It's not about the goal. It's about your life vision. It's about how do you be on fire? Like when you're discouraged, when you don't feel like working, when you're tired and exhausted and nothing's working. When you're good isn't good enough. What do? You get better. So when you miss a shot, you shoot a deer, you miss a shot. What do? Give up, walk away? Well, that didn't work out. No, take another shot. You got another gun that's ready to go. Have you immersed yourself in that gun? I have not worked this hard, and I have not worked over weekends. I have not done this. I have not done this for decades, worked this hard. And why am I working this hard? It's from Nora and Becky.
So, question, how do you overcome, I guess, obviously flying. That's what I think I was put on this planet for in large part. Um, so knowing that the sales and stuff, I don't see myself doing this. So it's just like a phase. So how do I make this be how do I get that like I do with flying?
Right. So, um, I know what I need to say, but I don't want to say it because I'm concerned that I'm going to say it wrong. I'm going to say it improperly. And so you have not discovered the depth of the flying. You don't understand it. what you're getting now from flying is really for you. It's for a feeling you get. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not why you like flying. Like, it's the adrenaline rush that you make one mistake. That's why you want to be the best. It's the adrenaline rush that somebody's life actually depends on your ability to fly. And if you're a minute late, like, it's like a first responder literally on props. Like, it's like like they know if you're like Becky knows this too, EMT. Like, if you're 2 minutes late, the difference between life and death literally is 2 to 3 minutes. It could be a minute. Like, there's no room for error. There's just no room for error. You make a mistake. Well, nobody's perfect. You get stuck in traffic. You got this. They die. And so the flying, it's, I don't know if it's for healing for you. It's something more significant. And the thing is the faster you sell, the faster you go ahead and get to fly, the faster you get to do what you need to do. And because I hope you're different than all the other women in my life. Like, the amount of time I'm investing into you, like, you can't leave and do that full time until you get other people to take over for you. So you get into a situation, girl, where you can do that, or you can go ahead and you do this. Your heart's going to be going to that, but you're going to be like, I haven't fulfilled my responsibility to replace myself. And I'm not going to be like everybody else in Mark's life. Take him for what he's worth, get everything I can out of him, then just discard him. And I'm not going to put him in this situation. So I'm going to have a situation, maybe because of what I've learned here, maybe because of a connection or an understanding or something. And I'm going to have a choice. And that choice is going to be, I'm going to pursue my dreams, or I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to help Mark do his. You're going to have a choice. So the flying is so much more than what you realize it to be. And it's not, I'm pretty confident it's not saving one person or two people or three people or four people. It's not that. It's something much, much larger, I think. I could be wrong. There's nothing wrong. Like, it's the boy with the starfish or the old man with the starfish. Like, I don't know, but it seems like people that are connected to me, it's connected into big. Like, yes, one person at a time in every area of their life. And so, like, there's that. So, so the faster you succeed at this, Nora, the faster you're going to be able to do what's on your heart's desire. And you got to train somebody else too. You can say, well, Mark will just do it. Maybe not. He hasn't up to this point. So maybe, I don't know, maybe God's brought you into my life because you have a piece that I don't have. I don't know. Well, Mark will just train somebody else. He hasn't been. Maybe Nora's the one that does it. Maybe Nora's the one that somehow cracks the code that Mark doesn't know. Like, Mark doesn't know. Obviously, he doesn't know. So I don't know if that helps or not, Nora. But the life vision, what you're put on this planet to do, is not selfish. There are things in it that there are things in it that we love, we absolutely are passionate about, but it's not for the feeling you get. That's not what it is. Now, the feeling you get empowers you to go ahead and help impact other people, but it's not for the feeling you get. It's something much, much bigger. So there's no question in my mind that flying has some connection, but it's going to change. Your vision is going to change. You're going to see, it's going to look very different than what you think it is now. I think I'm pretty confident.
So how many people do I need?
Well, you should know that, right?
How?
From listening. So, you
Let
know,
me tell you. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, it's like, I mean, theoretically, just one. In reality, maybe 30. I don't know, somewhere in between. I mean, I told Kenny and Luke, you have three deep, because if you have three deep, theoretically, you never have to come back. Like if you ever have to go ahead and give up your vision to help my vision become a reality, holy cow, you're gonna have a choice. You're gonna have a choice that I don't want you to ever have. And I am working my tail off to where you never have that choice. Like that's what I'm working for. I'm like, I can see it in the future. She's gonna have a choice, and that is to pursue her life vision or to go ahead and have mine fulfilled. I'm like, I never want her to be in that situation. So I'm doing everything I can to never have you in that situation. But I think if somebody pursues their own versus, I think they're going to end up empty because it's a selfish thing. There's a story out there, but I don't know what it is, on that. So the thing about goals is when you go ahead and hit your goals, like how good did it feel for Kenny and Luke to go ahead and be able to come so close to their goal and then be featured, and it's like, dang, that felt good. And so like like I don't know how to help you guys. I tell you stories, but they don't seem to resonate well with you guys. So I was 17 years old, and I was in a co-op class in high school, and I worked a job right after. There's so many stories there. You guys pull them out in another time, maybe Young Man's or some other place. But anyways, the teacher went ahead and said, if you don't miss a class all semester, I'll give you a watch. It's not about the watch, it's about the goal. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that watch. I'm not going to miss one day in class the whole semester. And so I'm 17 years old. And once we had a substitute and the class was reckless and kind of out of control, I wasn't. I was just there. But the teacher was ticked. Man, was he ticked. And he goes ahead and comes the next day and he says, I heard you guys you're all going to get unexcused absences. So I go up to him afterwards and said, hey, I get it. I accept that. I'm not going to say I wasn't part of it. I was in the class and I didn't stop it. So, but I would ask a favor of you because I was trying to get your goal of not missing one class. And so, is there any way you could give me consideration? I didn't go in with it. 17 years old. I had worked hard for it and it wasn't my issue, but I took ownership of it. It's like, okay, if that's what it is. And I went in humbly and I asked him, he looked at me, he laughed. He said, all right, if you don't miss another one. Well, that was the original agreement. Like, okay. And so he did that. And then we had this dinner where we had to sell things at school. Man, I hated that, to raise funds. And I had my bosses there from two of my jobs that were there. And I didn't know what he was going to do, but he got up and he said, yeah, there's one young man in this class. And this young man, I've never seen a young man like this guy. Like I offered at the beginning of the class to go ahead and where I would give him a watch if they didn't miss one. And man, I tell you, this guy, he was relentless. Like I tried to get away from he was joking. And he said, Mark Boersma, come on up. And I came up, and I don't know, there were over 100 people in the room. And I never forget that feeling. The feeling of a goal, the feeling of adversity, the feeling of going after something, the feeling of pride, the feeling of fulfillment, the feeling of like, I'm like, but I want that for other people. Like, I want that for other people. Like, at the end of the year, like next year, we could have a banquet and we could give away prizes, sales prizes and awards and company awards and most caring person and all kinds of stuff. So I'm thinking in the future, and I'm like I want people to have that feeling, and that feeling's gone with me for over 40 years. Because it's not about, it's Jonathan's song. I mean, it really is. Becky, what you got?
How do you get people to come to you instead of you chase them?
So it's messaging. It's messaging. It can be funny. It can be profound. It can be surprising. It's women are naturally more gifted at it than men, but it's drawing them in, and so it's you just play around with different things until you find something, and you can identify somebody's personality if they have a voicemail based on their personality. So you'll get so good at that you'll be able to go ahead and tell what kind of personality they are. So you just try it. It's just repetition. When you're good enough, when your best isn't good enough, you get better. You just do. You just do. If you're going to accomplish anything of significance in life, that's what you do. So you just keep playing around with it and trying with it. And so you might write a note on, have you guys written any notes on, the books that you send out?
No,
Do you guys remember me saying something like that?
I don't.
So men love women's handwriting. They can always tell. You can always tell when you have a woman's handwriting. You just can't. And so it's like you just put something and you say, you put something to say, look forward to talking to you, Nora. Look forward to getting feedback on the book, Becky. You guys remember me saying something about, the kids and having the kids go ahead and like Elaine's kids, and they put little stickers or little type of things on. Do you remember any of that?
Yeah, I do.
And so you just be creative. You just like, what's it going to take? You get irritated. You want them to call, or please call me. It's handwriting something or doing something, and you could get it into a system where it's a sticker or a stamp. You could do that, and it looks like you actually wrote it when you actually didn't. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things. And so you pursue it like a game, like you do with your kids, your boys. It's a game between a little boy and his mom, like who's going to win. And so you just try this way, and that doesn't work, or it works for a little while, and then you got to shift it to something else and shift it to something else. And so, you might say, my goal is to have 20% people call me. I don't know, fun, funny, cute. Like, what's it going to take to get somebody to pick up a phone and call me? I mean, you got to be careful as a woman, right? Yes.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
be careful as a woman. You just do. Like, we learned that on Sunday. What'd you learn in Sunday church? I learned this. So I don't know. Is there a picture? Is there a picture like the picture in the Christmas picture? Do we get a stamp and put that on? Do we get printed out? Do we print out specific books for Nora and other books for Becky? I don't know. It looks like we can make it probably look like you hand wrote it when you didn't put a picture of Nora and Lincoln there. Like he's working for me now. Like he and I we're doing business together. Like, so you just look at the picture, you just see it right now. You just see that. How do you resist that? Like, I don't know. Like my son, he was interested in, I don't know. So Becky, do you get, your picture that you have on here is a good picture. Do you get it with your 4 sons around you? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do I use Micaiah for me and say, Micaiah, she says, don't be mean to my grandpa or kick you in the shins. Like, that's just, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's just like, I don't know. So you just got to go ahead and be like your women. You're creative, for crying out loud. Be creative. I don't know. Figure it out. Does that help, Becky?
Yeah.
Right. Mark, you're amazing. Kenny, what you got?
So Saturday, I did my Action Vision. I don't know what the tab is called, but the B2.
Yep.
For referring business and doing some marketing pieces together. And the thought occurred to me, like, we have other cabinet workers that are in that industry, that service that we work with. And like, what makes the difference on who we partner together or who becomes a referral partner in that area?
Right. So is that a question?
Well, my thought then was, well, he's here and they're not. So I don't know if that counts.
So it's a decision-making process, an algorithm that we have subconsciously in our brain that we say, this is who we select, this is who we work with, this is who we refer business to, this is how we're doing it. It's short-term, it's long-term, it's energy, it's financial, it's all different types of factors that are involved. Is it the one that's going to get you guys to the 2.5 million? Like that 2.5 million, it owns you. You own it. It is a part of your very DNA. Like it is a part, like you know it like crazy. And it drives you. It's like it's like in Ford versus Ferrari, it consumes you. And it's not about the money at all. It's really not. It's about building confidence that, you know what? I was able to do that. Like at 17 years old, I was able to get that goal, pursue it, had some adversity, overcame it. And 40 years later, I still remember it. So it's like, so I don't know. I just knew as a kid, you never give up. You just don't. You don't ever give up on things. You just don't. You just don't, because once you give up once, you never take drugs once, not once, because you can't be an addict. You never take your first drink, because once you take your first drink, you can be an alcoholic. You never have premarital sex, because once you do that, you do it again. Like everything, you don't do things once, because as soon as you don't go ahead and miss your sales calls one day, because once you do it once, you just go ahead and that's how the brain functions. So you become steel. It's just absolutely, it's like forging steel. You just like this. Once you experience that you can do things that you didn't think you could do, once you experience the agony of defeat and you come back from that and you go ahead and just punch it through, once you feel that feeling, you use the feelings for your benefit, for what you're put on this planet to become. Luke, what you got, sir?
How do you, in sales or like reaching the 2.5, this morning we were talking about not looking at people as a number. Even as clients, we're going to need a lot of clients. How do we not like, you're just here to, we're just going to sell you something.
Right. I don't know if that's a spiritual thing. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I know how to do it myself. I don't know how to transfer it to other people. I don't know if it's a life vision. I don't like Kenny's looking at how do you ratchet things? How do you go ahead and make progress in life and not go ahead and slip back? So he needs to pursue that relentlessly, because I have a feeling, based on his personality or whatever it is, he's going to struggle with that his entire life. He's never going to go ahead. It's like Paul in the Bible. It's a thorn in the flesh. We all have them. It's just different for different people. And so I'm not entirely sure. So Luke, if you really want that, then you ask that continually. It's not once. You might ask that the rest of your life because you might be, a normal human being where you're selfish and you're always centered on yourself. You're always interested in yourself. So you have to ask that on a regular basis. So, there are certain people, and I think I've modeled it for all of you. Becky may not have seen it. There are certain people in my life, there is no way in the world I'm going to make money on them. And it looks like there's no way they're going to go ahead and bring me benefit. And, there's no way, so Cheyenne is one of them. So I don't know, Victor's another one. And so I don't know, but these guys, it doesn't look like I could ever make money. They're going to help me in any way. And so there's something of a period of a heart. Am I willing to pursue them? Am I willing to go ahead and help somebody that it looks like I gain no benefit at all from that? That builds my, carrying muscles. And so look at yourself, be self-aware and say, when I'm getting something from this, so when I'm working with Nora and I'm working with Becky, I'm getting something from this. This is not hard to work with them because it's not hard to work all weekend. It's not hard to work, 18 hours on a Saturday and, 12 hours on a Sunday for them. It's not hard. I'm not chivalrous. Like it's not something, wow, Mark, pass yourself. No, because I can see clearly how I'm gaining benefit from them. But what about, am I willing to do that for somebody that I don't see I'm gaining any benefit from? Anybody else have anything else? So the faster you can get out in front and say, what's the title of week 4? I don't like how this is going. I want structure. My analytic is dying, screaming. I want structure. I want to go this and this and this and this and this. I hate just showing up and whatever happens, happens. I hate that. But maybe that's what's needed. I don't know. Spend 3 years in expressive. You know what? It's fine. It'll all work out. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. So you guys go ahead. You guys can take control, but you got to get out in front. You say week 4. Okay, what do we want? Boom, boom, boom. And then, here's week 4, day 1. This is what we want to accomplish. Like, I don't know, structure it out based on the 2 courses. Like, how are we doing? Is that 1 a day? Is it 1 a week? Like, what is it? It's quantity and quality. So hopefully that's helpful to all of you. Have an amazing day. Bye.